Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ass Hat Podcast here on YouTube. I'm your host, Newt, and throw this out there real quick. I'm doing an oddball comic. If you enjoy my oddball comic reviews, and you want to hear about even more oddball comics, that stuff that, like, even I'm going, dude, where did you dig that up from? You know, like, I kind of remember hearing about that or seeing it solicited, but I never saw a copy. Check out Tom's Comics Curio. I think it's comic. Let me look that up. I want to make sure I get this right because this dude's channel was amazing. I'm going to pull it up on my screen here. My other screen. You know, we fancy here. We fancy here at Asshat Podcast. We fancy. That's Vanguard #1, issue #1. Vanguard illustration #1 for Pacific Comics. Cost $1 back then. Check out that cover. That's a gorgeous cover. Okay. Can you see that? Tom's Comic Curios. There it is. There's all your information. I'm subscribed. Why aren't you? And here's some of the stuff he's covered. Look. Private Beach, Blackthorn Humor Comics, Oil Man Comic, History of Sad Sack, and a lot more than that. Give it a second to pop up here. Charlie the Caveman, Ground Zero, Dimension Z, Laughing Gas, and Boris the Bear. This guy has not even been around about a month now. He's probably got like almost 12 videos up, and they're all super great. Go check this shit out. And Tom, I'm sorry, I forget, you don't really cuss. I'm sorry, I'm cussing up a store. You're used to me cussing up a store. Talking about your channel. You know what, everybody? I'm going to take a quick break. My dog just indicates she needs to go out, and I don't want my dog pooping on the floor. Alright, sorry about that. But check this out. I already did Tom advertise. Okay. This, Pacific, if you don't know, Pacific was a distributor. A comics distributor that went into comic books. They're best known for putting out like some Jack Kirby stuff. They put out what? Captain Victory, I think an issue of Silver Star. Couple titles like this, couple sci-fi, like a horror anthology. This one I don't think went very far. This is more than just like, so I think it's like Final Fantasy. This is November 83. Don't know if it's supposed to be monthly or not. Don't really know any of this stuff. Everybody owns their shit, but you got first story, Dave Campiti, illustrated by Tom Yeats and Rick Bryant, lettered by Tim Harkins, colored by Joe Chiodo. This is called Libretto. And now you're going to get a little bit of nudity in this. Yes, this was basically like their attempt to doing a comic book size version of like Heavy Metal with just U.S. people. And some of it works, some of it doesn't. Dark Claw and the Mystic, I got that. That's a cool comic. It's reprinting a bunch of, Jim Starlin stuff from Creepy and Eerie, if I'm remembering right. And look at that. That is just wicked. That is just wicked looking. And we get encyclopedias by Mike Barron and Steve Rude. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, there's some Kirby stuff. By then, oh god, Captain Victory's getting ready to end. Silver Star got 60. This is Steve Rude. Early Steve Rude, too. Steve from Nexus and all that stuff. Great artist, but I don't think he could ever come out with anything monthly now. He just ain't fast enough. Next year. Sales column issues this one. I'll have to find the next one if it's got that. This is Rudy Nebra's art, Time Force. No idea what that's from, but it looks cool. I like Rudy Nebra's. Edge of Chaos. Pretty much almost anything you find from Pacific, if it's cover price or less, it's worth grabbing. Like they have a Richard Corbin, Follow the House of Usher comic that is amazing, and people caught on to it now. When Corbin died, people caught on it as a cheap Corbin. Yeah, it's shot up. This one I'm expected to. Okay, this is another one. This is Peter Milligan does the script and story, but art and story is Brendan McCarthy, who doesn't do a lot of comic work now, but like the Gorillas, if you know who the Gorillas are, the man, letters by Cody. This is another one that, you know, I'm kind of surprised more people don't talk about. And look at these crazy ass, like, day glow neon colors in this. Just crazy. I love it. I really do love this. Oh, look at that. That is just badass. Peter Milligan's great, and so is McCarthy. And then I think I've got Threologist. Original story is written by. I think I've got that somewhere in Vanguard too. That's got now that one. I think has a little Vast issue too. It's got the Dave Stevens cover, and then of course Gru. But you know, that's one thing. Another thing I look for in these cheap bins is anthologies like this because you never know what you're going to find in it. And you know, cheap bin. When I say cheap bin, to me, dollar comic and under is cheap bin stuff. Of course, I'm old enough to remember when I was going in the comic shop and cheap bins were, once a year they were 10 cents. They were normally a quarter, and new comics are $1 to your indies might be $2, you know. An indie for $1, man, 83. And 83 was an average comic, like 55 cents is almost double the price. Just look at that gorgeous cover. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slowly move this amazing cover across the screen there. I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, ba-boom! Laters.